Well, it's becoming all too familiar now, coming on here on the back of a defeat. But that one today was just, I think I tweeted it. I'm kind of glad we lost because, in a weird kind of way, it's fitting that we finished 8 points adrift, I think it was, in the end. But that's realistic to how bad we've been this season. Like, 8 points is a realistic thing, a realistic gap for how bad we've been this season. And really, it's 12. So with the 4 points Forest lost, so we've essentially finished 12 points adrift of Forest. So 12 points adrift of safety. It's just embarrassing. It's not good enough. We spent £100 million in the summer, perhaps even more when you account for January as well. We've been relegated by 12 points. Like, it's awful. It's awful. Today as well, I know it's a funny game because it was a dead rubber, so you're thinking players are probably like already on their holidays kind of thing, but we were so bad. First half especially, it was awful. Like the goal we conceded, I tweeted the other day, right, and I'll die on the hill. I honestly, I will die on the hill for this opinion. Why we signed Dara O'Shea when we could have had Bellis back is unbelievable. People say like, oh well, we got O'Shea for 7 and Howard Bellis was 15. Just pay 15. O'Shea, oh my god, he just can't. People think he's a great defender, and he's just not. Just watch that first goal back today. Wood's on his shoulder. He turns, it's in the back of the net, and it's just so easy. Ilanga down the side, square for Wood, and it's a tap in. Like, he's on your shoulder, Dara. You know he's there. He's so poor, honestly. Like, how anyone rates him is beyond me. Howard Bellis is twice as good as O'Shea. Just watch, if anyone hasn't watched it, like, and not that anyone would be interested, but if you watch any like highlights of Southampton, he plays just passes after pass after pass, just on the toe of Fraser running through, like runners in behind, like how we used to when we had Teller, and like we miss that so much, like just so one dimensional. Today, like it was just it was literally, I think the tactics today was just give the ball to Odegaard and hope for the best, because that seems to be all we could do. Just give it to Odegaard, hope he does something. He's a 19-year-old kid. I don't understand. I just, again, tactically from the manager today, it was so poor. That's a team we were meant to be competing against. And there was a big gulf in them two sides today, particularly in the first half. It was awful. Like I said coming home, like me and my brother go together, and I said that honestly, I think if Brighton want company and Brighton come in for company and they're happy to pay him out, like it's controversial and Joe will be laughing now because he'll get the thumbnail out of this, but if Brighton come for company, I'd let him go. I would, honestly. Like, I wouldn't stand in his way. Like, I just don't think when we come back that he'll have learned, because he's making the same mistakes now as like he was making in August. So why would anyone believe that he'll have learned if and when we come back? I don't understand. Like, if you're making the same mistakes now as you were 9 months ago, what's 12 months in the Championship going to do? When you've got the ball and you're passing round and you're playing round teams, things like that, he's not going to learn, is he? We're not going to suddenly learn how to defend. He'll make the same mistakes when we come back as he has done this season. He did in August and we're doing in May. I just can't get how anyone would trust that he'll learn, because he hasn't. Like, this season's all on him. Like, the relegation's on him. It's his decision to pick the keeper. If Muric had been in goal in November, we'd have stayed up. I'll die on the hill for that one as well. If we didn't play a high line from August through to May, which is just suicide, we'd probably have stayed up. Like, his personnel, I'm so glad this season's over, just out the way, because it's been an absolute car crash. And today was just the perfect end to the season, because we got what we deserved, which was another defeat, because we were awful again. So just pedestrian. We created nothing. Apart from that one thing where Brun Larson cut back for Amdouni first half, we created nothing. The goal was a fluke, total fluke. I don't recall their keeper making a save. You know, Odebear had probably 5 shots. I don't think he got 1 on target, but he was bright. You know, at least he tried. More than you can say about some of them. Some of them were already on their holidays, to be honest. I'm not gonna come on here and name names because like I'm not about that. But some of them weren't interested, and if truth be told, some of them haven't been interested all season. You know, Court, come on. He started pulling strings, passing nice. Brownhill, come on. What did he do? Nothing. And he's got another year, and we've let Court go. It's just mind blowing. You know, we've let Gudmundsson go as well. He'd have been fine in the Championship, and I know like if he wanted 2 years and stuff like that, which is the rumour that we only offered him 1 and he wanted 2, then that's understandable. But you know, he'd have been perfectly adequate in the Championship. He's been one of our better performers this season. I'm not a massive Gudmundsson fan, to be honest, but this season he's been one of the better performers, sorry, in a team that's been average. So like he was probably worth 2 years, as opposed to some of the other muppets who've been playing all season. You know, I don't know, just a sick. Now I'm so glad the season's over. Don't have to worry about it now till August. And just see how they get on in the Championship and just enjoy the summer. Don't stress over it. Like what'll be, will be. If Brighton come for company, like there's life after Vincent Kompany. Like people seem to be a little bit like it was with Dyche, where like everyone was like, "Oh, there's no life." It's Dyche, like fixated, tunnel vision. Like if Kompany goes to Brighton, there's life after Kompany. Like if he wants to go, he'd go. That's fine, but he's not the Messiah. We've all seen that this season, right? So if he stays, that's great. We'll have another good season in the Championship, hopefully, and hopefully he's learned his lesson if and when we come back. But like I said earlier, I don't think he will do. And I think today was the perfect like summary of a really, really bad season. Probably, I'm only 26, so like I know the Orient lot will be at home telling me like, "Oh no, you weren't there in Division 4," but this season is the worst I've ever seen as a Burnley fan. Even Laws, we were better under Laws. Again, another one, third one, I'll die on the hill. We were better under Laws than we've been under Kompany this season. So, just all in all, so glad it's over. Perfect summary, and can't wait for the summer now. Have me Saturdays not be ruined. So, can only get better from here.